Have you seen cats? You know cats? Yes, those creatures that makes up like 95% of TikTok videos. Yes, they are far more ferocious than what you might be thinking. And how do I know that? Well, it's because of this game that I'm about to review for you right now. So, with this introductory cutscene, it reveals the story. So this grandma figure, I'm gonna call her Bridget, has now gained a new part of the family. This cat right here. But this cat is mischievous and throws down a vase, which then puts the blame on the player cat. And so it is up to you, the cat, that should cause as much mayhem as possible. So this black cat is going to get caught by grandma. So it is a simple setup, it is a simple idea, and it's really basic gameplay. This is actually a trope which has been done plenty of times in fiction, where two forces are fighting against each other while there is a master overlord who is in charge of everything. And for this game, it works. And let's be real, breaking a pot or two is not as severe as world domination. Now, of course, there are a few things we should be thought about, and one of these is the fact that this cat is going to keep an eye on you. It is going to hiss whenever you get close, so it's best for you that you simply stay out of its way. The other thing is you should actually keep an eye out for places to hide, so that you will be able to stay hidden from when this grandma character actually comes and takes you away. But the funny thing is, there are actually not as many hiding spots as you might expect. You could maybe say, hey, maybe hide behind this plant, or hey, maybe behind this toilet. But no, you can only hide in these very specific cardboard boxes. Why only in these? Why not in the trash bins or whatever? Is this a kind of magic property to these boxes? What's the point? Does it carry something we don't know? Who knows? Well, maybe it's one of these not so great sentence things for cats. Catnip. The music and the soundtrack is the usual type of cat and mouse type of music that you might expect from the good old cartoons. You know, where it's kind of silly, where it's kind of fun, but not so silly that it becomes a joke, but not as serious so it becomes ironic. It's just perfectly fine, capable music, which sets up what it's supposed to do. And it does it well. And while we actually talked about the game itself, while the graphics are fine, you know, the look of the layout is okay, and there isn't really anything too odd about the plants and objects themselves. Something very odd are the animations of the cat and the grandma. Now, just look at this cat. It stares right into your soul, tearing your eyes out. And then we have this grandma who's just walking very, very slowly, who's an okay design, not complaining about that. But it just looks really off when she actually walks somewhere and is actually going to interact with that object. For instance, when she catches me, she walks through wherever I am. And then when she's sitting down, she actually stands up in midair, sits, and then finally the animation ends where she's finally sitting. It looks like really off. Now, I actually will say this, when I captured footage for this review, I was actually surprised how so very often I was actually caught, and the fact that I wasn't able to play the game that well. Well, that's because I underestimated it. There's an actual thought there, and there's an actual strategy behind it. Now, that is actually a decent idea for those that like this kind of game. And there's genuinely things to like about it. On the other hand, it's just kind of wonky, and it's just kind of weird. But that doesn't detract from the fact that it does what it's supposed to do, and it's supposed to be a time killer. And that it is why I recommend this game if it seems interesting to you. I will be linking it down below. So for the time being, until the next video, I will see you. Bye bye. And by the way, don't worry, it's happening soon enough. Alright, that's everything. Bye bye.